Welcome back to What's the Verdict, a show where I give you my Verdict MMA picks for the upcoming UFC event. This weekend we have UFC 309, Jon Jones vs Stipe Miocic. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the first fight on the main card, we have Mauricio Rufy vs James Yontop. James Yontop is filling in on short notice for Charlie Campbell. This fight is being contested at a catchweight and James Yontop still missed weight, and I do think that will play into the fight a little bit. Yontop didn't have to cut extra weight for this fight, so I think he's going to be extra durable. We all know Mauricio Rufy is a finishing machine, and Yontop's record in the UFC hasn't been great so far. My Verdict MMA pick is Mauricio Rufy by unanimous decision. Moving on, we have Viviane Araújo vs Karine Silva. I expect a lot of wrestling and jiu-jitsu in this fight. We all know that Karine Silva is an absolute finishing machine on the ground with a lot of submissions on her record, but I think Viviane Araújo is going to be a little bit more durable and be able to survive longer than people think. In fact, I don't think she's just going to survive, I think she's going to win a decision here. I don't have much to go on with this one, just a hunch. Viviane Araújo by unanimous decision. Next up on the chopping block, we have Bo Nickal vs Paul Craig. This is a very interesting matchup and a huge step up in competition for Bo Nickal. This will be Paul Craig's third bout at middleweight, and he's coming off of 2 losses. Bo Nickal is most definitely going to have a strong start to this fight, and as long as Paul Craig can survive the early storm, I think he's going to be able to secure a submission or a decision here. My Verdict MMA pick is Paul Craig by unanimous decision. I think UFC 309 is going to be the tale of the underdog. Until we get to the next fight, Charles Oliveira vs Michael Chandler. Both of these guys are fan favorites, and put on an incredibly exciting fight the first time they met inside the octagon. I think Charles Oliveira has the ability to get it done again. I think this is going to be a rapidly high-paced bout, with both men showing all aspects of their game early. But when it comes to being a decision fighter, neither of them are it. But over the course of 5 rounds, I think Charles Oliveira is going to get the best of Michael Chandler. My Verdict MMA pick is Charles Oliveira by unanimous decision. Now moving on to the main event of the evening, we have Jon Jones vs Stipe Miocic. I've stated before and I'll state it again, this is not a fight I'm particularly excited about. This is heavyweight MMA and anything can happen at any given moment. Jon Jones is one hell of a force inside the octagon, and so is Stipe Miocic. A lot of people are writing off Stipe before this fight even gets started, but I think he's going to get the job done. My Verdict MMA pick is Stipe Miocic TKO round 2. I really want to see the world where Stipe once again becomes the heavyweight champion of the world. This has been What's the Verdict for UFC 309, Jon Jones vs Stipe Miocic. Thanks for watching.